Station as well, Mr. Chairman. Gaya nung winidraw na invitation, may I just ask maybe PAGCOR to submit to the committee you have copies of the SEC registration and documents submitted to PAGCOR by these legitimate POGO operators, correct?
You're talking of legitimate, illegal po?
Yung legal, yung
Opo,
45, 45 ba?
43 po sa 45 po.
Yeah, including those that were issued special BPO
Opo.
something. So yeah,
we have a complete file on...
are they all corporations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you submit to the committee copies of the documents they submitted to PAGCOR?
Sir, Your Honor, do you want all documents or just the articles of
Just the
incorporation?
GIS or the
Yes.
GIS na lang.
We will
Yung
do
latest.
that. We will do that.
Okay, thank you, Chairman.
Welcome, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much. Congressman Lara.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Modification lang po dun sa invitation ng administrator ng mga economic zone to include former past administrator kasi baka mangyayari ituturo lang kasi continuing lang
Yeah, from what period para specific tayo?
From the time na meron yung Pogo siguro.
20, kailan ba nag-start ang Pogo, Al?
2016 po.
O yun, from 2016, the administrator of the economic zone from 2016 to the present.
Yes, so
Okay.
sa lahat na economic zone na lang.
PESA, CESA, ano pala, CESA, tapos Aurora and Bataan.
And Batan. Kung pwedeng patawag na rin ang PESA.
Okay.
Records on the focus under CESA.
No. Because, kasi under, ano yun, before nasa kanila eh. Okay.
Yeah.
Sige, okay, we'll be proceeding today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Lara. So, Congressman Castro, are you still about to interpolate? This will be the last
na to,
interpolator.
Mr. Chair. Ika-conclude ko
bear
lang,
with us.
Mr. Chair. Thank you po. May second pa si ni Kong Akop. Meron kasing statement ang NSC, Mr. Chair, National Security Council, that the Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators or BOGO is still not a national security threat, according to NSC official, believing now that the issue is handled pretty well by the government. So, narinig po natin yung sitwasyon doon sa Pogo, sitwasyon na sinabi po ng PAGCOR, sinabi po ng PAOK, task force, at syempre yung sinasabi ng DOJ na very complicated, napakahirap, no? And also the PNP. So, ang tanong ko lang po sa MSC, Mr. Chair, paano niyo po nasabi ito na na-handle ito ng government ng pretty well? Kasi nakita naman natin na mukhang hindi.
Thank you, ma'am, for your question. Mr. Chair, Your Honors, good afternoon. Ma'am, with regards to your concern, of course, I would like to clarify the mandate of the National Security Council. At this point, ma'am, our primary mandate is to collect and synthesize data, which...
Can you speak louder, please?
My apologies, sir. Our primary mandate is to collect and to synthesize data and correspondingly make recommendations based on the facts that we have received. So, as we speak, we are in close coordination with the concerned agencies regarding their various concerns and other matters that need to be brought to the attention. We agree that it is a concern, but as the National Security Advisor has mentioned, we have not yet considered it a threat because a threat involves military intervention, ma'am, and heightened measures, which at this point are not yet warranted. So what we are doing right now is we are collecting and cooperating with our partner agencies. And on the basis of that, we will be making a recommendation, policy recommendation, which involves, as you know, ma'am, the problem is very wide. The problem involves a whole of nation approach. That is why this is a good step that we are in coordination with the concerned agencies for us to be able to come up with a concentrated solution, holistic solution, which we will forward to the President, ma'am. So sa ngayon po, ma'am, tulad nga ng nabanggit po ninyo, napakalaking problema ho talaga. So hindi po tayo pwedeng kara-karang gumawa lang ng policy na hindi po natin napag-aaralan ng maigi. So ito nga ho, pagkakataon po ito para makapag-usap po tayo and malaman po natin ang lahat po ng anggulo. Tandaan nyo po, ma'am, hindi lang ho ito security. May economic concern, may social concern. Marami po siyang aspeto na kailangan pag-aralan.
Well,
Yes,
thank you po, sir. Thank
Yes,
you po sa NSC. Pero sinasabi natin, kasi kayo naman po talaga yung concern sa national security. No? At sinasabi dito na may mga, ito sa Cagayan, may mga pogo talaga na malapit na doon sa mga EDCA. Do you confirm that? EDCA sites? So ano po yung sinasabi ng intelligence nyo tungkol dyan po?
Ma'am, I am not privy to that information, ma'am.
Yes, so di kayo privy po kaya sinasabi natin na wala pa kayong malalim na pag-aaral, no? Doon sa security threat, no, na idudulot nitong Pogo. Tama po ba?
Ma'am, through the National Intelligence Board, we are coordinating with our partner agencies. And we're in the process of gathering all of the concerned information. So we are hoping, ma'am, that that data will become available to us shortly.
Yes, oo. So matagal na po ito 2016 pa ito, panahon ni Duterte. Kaya hindi naman mangyayari itong mga nangyayari ngayon na pinoproblema natin kung hindi dahil doon sa panahon ni Duterte na pinayagan niya yung mga pogo na malegalize, na mas marami pang illegal na hindi na nadidetect ng mga enforcers natin. Ngayon lang nangyayari na nandiyan yung 407. So parang hindi siya na-handled well mula nung panahon po ni Duterte at hanggang ngayon nakikita naman natin, di ba? So kung kayo po yung magre-recommend based dito sa usapan natin ng NSC, so ano po kaya may papayo ninyo halimbawa kay Presidente kaugnay nitong mga pogo na ito, NSC, Mr. Chair?
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, definitely, as I mentioned, the illegal pogos are a national security concern. Marami po siyang galamay sa maraming aspeto ng lipunan po natin. So, based on that, ma'am, we are in the process of doing our information gathering and information analysis and come up. It's, as you know, ma'am, it's a dynamic process. Marami pa ho tayong nadidiskubre on a day-to-day basis. So based on that, ma'am, rest assured that we will provide the body with our findings based on our ongoing consultations with our stakeholders, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Chair, bakit po ba ako concerned sa national security? Kasi hindi ito pwedeng ibig sabihin masukat, no? Hindi ito pwedeng masukat ng pera or whatever. Pero yung economic at pati na rin, Mr. Chair, yung mga crimes di ba? Hindi rin to pwedeng masukat ano, kung ano nagiging implication nito. Pero malaki yung implication nito economically. I mean yung gastos natin sa paghabol ng mga illegal na mga alien, ng mga illegal pogo workers, yung paggastos natin po doon sa, halimbawa, doon sa national security, doon sa national security threat. Pag nag-cost effective po tayo, nag-cost analysis, no? Po tayo, yung revenues, plus yung employment, versus the social problems, yung crime, yung national security threat, and all the things na napag-usapan natin dito, parang mas malaki pa talaga yung talo natin kaysa yung payagan natin. Kasi imagine nyo lang, Mr. Chair, ang revenue natin dito, 8 billion. Kung isasama natin yung penalty na 232 million, kung yan yung titignan natin na amount, no? Plus yung employment, kasi I have still to verify itong employment na ito, kung totoo ba talaga to na more than, Mr. Chair, more than 31,000 Filipinos are employed as against sa foreign na 35,000. So gusto kong kumuha yun ng data mamaya sa PAGCOR, Mr. Chair. Kung i-analyze po natin, Mr. Chair, yung dulot na sama nito kaysa buti sa ating bansa. So natitimbang po natin na mas malaki ang masamang nangyayari. Okay? So katulad niyan, sa halip na napapagtuunan natin ng pansin yung iba pang mga bagay on security, no? Dito tayo, no? Dahil nandito yung mga pogo. Kaya nga po, Mr. Chair, talagang kami po sa Makabayan ay talagang on the position na talagang iban na talaga itong mga pogo na ito at marami naman tayong mapapagkuhanan ng iba pang mga na iba pang mga revenues kasi kawawa naman yung PNP at yung ating mga enforcement, bagamat sila yung charge dito, hindi rin naman din nila kaya. At yung mga resources natin, nadideplete lang dito. Yung revenue na natin nakukuha, madideplete lang dito at abonado pa po tayo. No? Kung i-weigh natin o ibabalance natin. Okay? So, kay Yusek Gilbert na po, no? Sa palagay niyo pa po ba, Yusek Gilbert, Chairman, ano po kaya ang marirecommend ninyo kay President in the light no, sa mga nangyayaring ganito po?
This is a hybrid group of criminals, ma'am. Yun ang nakita ko po dito. Organized sila and then they are foreigners assuming yung Filipino identities So, kaya ang tawag ko sa kanila parang hybrid criminals, ma'am. Kinukuha nila yung identity natin and they even get yung benefits na dapat sa Pilipino. Like, they even avail of the PhilHealth cards. Yung sa mga pogo na nakukuha namin, may mga PhilHealth cards sila, driver's license, and other benefits na supposed to be para sa Pilipino. And yung kinakasangkutan nila, starting na mga krimen, are no ordinary crimes like human trafficking, kidnapping, prostitution, murder. Marami po yung pinag-uusapan, especially ni Congressman Ako po kanina about the numbers of crimes na nangyayari. Totoo po yun na may mga patayan po na nangyayari. And if these crimes exist, dahil meron po mga pogo dyan, how can we attract foreign investors if they can see foreigners being killed here? And then, hindi naman nakakatanggap ng tamang hustisya.
Yes, so marirecommend nyo po. Iban natin to.
In my opinion, ma'am, I go for the banning of Pogo.
Okay. So, thank you po, Yusek Gilbert. So, nakita po natin kasi yung epekto nito dun sa ating, dun sa ating bansa. Kaya, Mr. Chair, problema talaga itong mga pogo na ito. At more harm than good yun ang nangyayari sa atin. At kung hindi ito sinimula nung dating administrasyon, wala talaga tayong problemang ganito. Tama po ba? So, yun po, no, yung, Mr. Chair, okay na po ako. Pero gusto ko pong kuhanan ng data, ang PAGCOR, kasi parang unbelievable, itong number of employees dito sa IGL, number of Filipino employees, each of the licensed POGO, revenue since 2019, at saka yung mga addresses and ito yung mga addresses po nito, pwede pong makuha. So, next, na lang po ako sa next hearing na po, Mr. Chair. Hindi pa po tanong.
Congresswoman Castro, we will turn over those documents to you. Salamat po.
Okay, thank you so much, Congressman Franz Castro. And thank you I was able to convince Congressman Acop not to interpolate anymore because it's already 5:30. Thank you so much, Congressman Acop, for that. In the first hour of the hearing next week, you will be the first to interpolate. Anyway, before we end, would like to thank everybody, on behalf of the Committee of Public Order and Safety. Kanina pinadala ni Chairman, Co-Chair, yung galing sa PORAC. So ang value po, market value ng Lucky South is kalating bilyon. Property, land and building, 515,737,240. Yung land po is 80,124,000 at yung building 435 million. 435 million yung construction ng building. Ilang buildings yun? 46 buildings yun, ha? Oo nga. Ilang buildings to?
As per record po, 42 buildings po, Your Honor.
42 buildings tapos 435 million lang yung inyong construction? Ina-undervalue nyo to? Mayor? Assessor muna. Hindi,
The
pero...
assessor is not available, Mr. Chair. This is the figures that we gathered from the municipal assessor, Mr. Chair.
We gathered from?
From the municipal assessor, Mr. Chair. As soon as you gave instructions.
Sige, we'll be asking the
we
municipal
contacted.
assessor to explain this, no? Next
Yes,
time,
Mr. Chair, thank
I
you
will be
po.
inviting them
Thank you very much, Mr.
over, no? And at the same time, kasi ako talaga meron pa kaming tanong dalawa ni Co-Chair kaso wala na po tayong oras. Pero basically, ang itatanong ko lang naman, kakonti lang naman to, mga 20 pages lang. But siguro kasi nagsimula tayo nung May 2023 pa lang, nagsimula na tayong magkaroon ng mga search warrant para dito sa illegal POGOs. And then hanggang makarating tayo dito sa pinaka-controversial na Lucky South 99 sa Porac, saka yung sa yung Sun Yuan nung sa Banban Tarlac. So basically, meron ng kaso ang pinailang PAOK TF saka ang DOJ regarding this matter, no? And nakulate na rin nila tong mga list ng mga licenses na na-canceled. So andito na sa atin yon ngayon. We have like kanina nga ilan lang naman po yung mga LGUs that we need to ask to help us. Andito ang Zambales, andito Pasay, andito Las Piñas, andito Zamboanga, Cebu, Tarlac, Taguig, Pasig, Quezon City, Palawan, Mandaluyong, Misamis, Manila, Misamis Oriental, Muntinlupa, La Union City, Negros Occidental, Laguna, Makati, Parañaque, Pampanga, and Cavite. Kasama tayo pareho. So, we will be asking the help of our LGUs in order to to finalize the closure of all of these illegal POGOs. We need your cooperation, the DILG, PAOK, DOJ, PAGCOR. Kaya natin to. Isang buwan, pasara natin to, mga kapatid. Okay? With the help of this, of the members of this committee, of the Public Order and Safety and Game and Amusement. So, before we end, reminder sa mga members, we will be having a ocular inspection doon po sa Lagundi, Mexico, Pampanga. The agency that will be invited is the PAOK, PNP Cybercrime Group, Bureau of Immigration, PAGCOR, Local Government of Mexico, the LGU sa Mexico, sa probinsya, Governor, Mayor, BPLO, and the Bureau of Fire, Sanitary, Health, and SEC, DOJ, IACAT. So those that I have mentioned, we will be coordinating with you on Thursday next week. So morning po tayo pupunta doon sa area. And our hearing will be on Tuesday. Lunchtime. 12 to I think mga 12 to 4 PM ang ating next hearing. Co-chair, please.
Baka wala na tayo abutan sa Mexico. Naka-announce na eh. Baka vacant na yung premises. Ito, naka-live tayo. Alam na pupunta.
Actually itong area itong area to is di ba?
Yeah.
Vacant talaga to eh.
Vacant lang yan.
So what we're trying to prove in here are the intention to make that place a di ba? Sige, Congressman Yusek.
Actually, there were inspection made siguro a month ago, sir, o 2 or 3 weeks ago, sir, ng local government with the PNP. Yes, sir. Hindi pinapasok, sir, Yeah.
It was being investigated also under the Committee on Dangerous Drugs. Di ba?
Maybe we can ask the PNP, di ba?
In the hearing that we have conducted with the chairman Ace Barbers, hindi pinapasok yung mga LGU at first. And then, sumunod, pinapasok na sila. Yeah, they showed the video of the place at nakita namin that una sinabi nila junk shop, pero it turned out na panay malalaking buildings. So what we wanted is to find out the yung veracity ng mga reports that will be used for Pogo. And siguro makikita natin kung may mga underground siya, whatever. So let's see. We will see, So, what else? Other matters? Members who wanted to...
I have just one question for Pagcor.
Yes, Congressman, Chairman, Co-Chair.
First, thank you, Chairman Tenko, for spending your entire day with us. But my question is for Attorney Fernandez. Is the the Compliance Monitoring Department or Division under your office or a different office?
It is a separate department po, sir.
Who's in
from
charge
our
of
office.
DCMD?
It's Mr. Venco po, Joselito Venco, sir.
So they're the one who's supposed to be inspecting the operations of the Pogo?
Yes po.
Then they should be the
Chairman, if I may add, si General Villanueva po, under po ng security group yung CMED. So, nandito po si General RV Villanueva. Siya po ang directly in charge on top of CMED.
Yes, kung sino in charge sa inspection talaga.
Kasi grupo po ni General Villanueva.
Thank you po. Sorry.
Okay. So, wait. Nagmamadali naman kami. Nagmamadali kayo. We have all the time in the world. Because I ordered dinner for all of us. So, Andito na po yung mga iimbitahan natin, ha? Again, so para klaro po tayo. So ang iimbitahan po natin yung si Cassandra Leong, Dennis Conanan, Harry Roque, Andrea Domingo, Dole Secretary, PSA, DFA, LTO, wala na. CESA, Bataan, saka Aurora na mga EPZ, Telcos, NTC, PORAC Municipal Assessor, and also the deliverables that are mentioned a while ago. Well, sa susunod na po natin itong babasahin at alam na naman natin to. So we'll be asking the COMSEC to comply with all these deliverables and the invitees in the next hearing. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I need a motion.
Move to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
Suspended.
I move to suspend, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to suspend this hearing on behalf of the Committee on Public Order and Safety. This committee hearing is now suspended.
On the part of the committee.